He was so pleased that you found Ace's killer that he authorized a rec order for you. You ought to have your pick of some of my more interesting creations. I'm going to have to go with the armor again because I really do need armor. Right, 7 points! Bloody hell! Okay. Safe cracking and computer science. Oh, these guys are nice and friendly. Squat old guy with muscular arms, a bandana around his bald head, and a bloody kiss-the-cook apron upon his beer-barrel gut. He has an eye patch over his left eye and a voice like a garbage disposal.
Right, brothers. Better grab some of this grub before the rats get it. Ha!
Jesus Christ.
Just get in. The rats don't last long around here. They go into the stew pot just like everything else.
Oh, my voice.
Now what can I get you?
What for our canteens here?
Melson must have sent you. He always sends the new recruits to fill up on water. Well, it's right there in those coolers. Might be the last clean water you see until you get back here, so take plenty and drink it slow.
So, your name's Hungry.
Been living with that joke all my life. Had it on get easier since they made me the cook. Could have been worse. I knew a guy called Richard Stroker.
Thanks for the info, Hungry.
Later, brothers, and don't forget to fill up on water.
An old ranger wearing an immaculate uniform stands by one of the cafeteria tables. He salutes you as you approach. By some bizarre coincidence, Evan Harco sounds just like me. I'm Corporal Evan Harco, one of the recruiters here at the Citadel. I always like to make sure you new kids are settling in. You're doing fine by all accounts. I'm also the liaison for any volunteers who wish to help out the Rangers on a non-permanent basis. But that's what I want to talk to you about today. Got a minute? Sure, go ahead. Great, so from time to time, while you're on patrol, you're going to meet folks who want to help you out. Most have their own reasons for volunteering, a grudge against somebody, an excuse to get out of town, whatever. Well, we welcome them all. Extra hands are always appreciated, but we try to limit the number of volunteers in one ranger team to 3. Any more than that, it's hard to keep them in line. So, what happens when you've got more volunteers than spots to fit them in? You send them to us, that's what. If you want a volunteer to be able to join you later, just tell them to come to the Citadel and we'll take care of them until you're ready. You'll find them out here in the mess or around the Citadel enjoying our hospitality. Got it? Oh, and as an added incentive, I'm authorized to offer you a bonus for every volunteer you recruit. The more you bring in, the higher the bonus you'll receive. Ooh, what kind of bonus are you offering? We provide 2 types of bonuses. The first is a scrap entitlement, which you can use to purchase whatever you want. The second is an accelerated promotion merit, which allows you to rise more quickly in the ranks. The type of bonus you receive is up to you. We found a possible recruit. Good work. What's their name? Can we get credit for letting Angela into our team? Ha, no. That's a good one, recruits. Captain Death's been here ever since I was a recruit myself. I'm not saying she's old or anything. I would never say that. She'd kill me. Her name is Rose. She's a specialist from Ag Center. Excellent! A lot of teams forget that it takes more than raw strength to survive in the wastes. You gotta have some brains, too. So, what type of entitlement would you like? An accelerated promotion sounds amazing. Fine choice. Have some XP. His name is Spike. He was a raider, but we convinced him to join the Rangers. Yeah, General Vargas told me all about that trio of fumbling idiots you sent us. Tell you what, I'll give you 1 bonus for the lot. I will take XP. A gaunt man in his 30s hunches over a table, cleaning and oiling gun parts. He is smeared with oil and sweat and seems to be trembling slightly.
Listen, I heard you talking to Mer Captain just now, and well, everything she's got is solid merchandise. But as you may have noticed, Melson's gonna make you pay through the nose for the good stuff. Well, I got a little toy collection on my own, and I'm willing to let you some for a lot cheaper than she will. Interested?
What kind of good stuff?
All the big guns, energy weapons, rockets, sniper rifles, all top quality. I made them myself. Do you want some?
And they won't jam up with every other shot?
I swear! They're just as good as the ones Melson has, but it's 1/5 of the price. What do you say?
Cheap weapons? Yeah, we're interested.
Cool, but listen, you can't tell the boss, Mer Captain, I'm doing this or she'll fire me, okay?
Don't worry. We won't tell.
Great, here's what I got.
95% chance to jam! Jesus Christ! You see, if you had any decent stuff, I would have kept my side of the bargain, but fuck you.
Come on, I'm trying to raise money for a family emergency.
Why does your family need money?
I'm trying to help out my sister. I can't tell you any more than that, but it's important, I promise. Come on, can you do a guy a favor?
Is your sister in trouble?
Sorry, I'm not saying another word about it. Will you help me out? Buy a gun or two?
What you're saying doesn't make sense. Something pretty terrible must be going on if you to risk getting kicked out of the Rangers for it.
You're right. Look, it's my sister. I ain't interested in the guns. I gotta get a letter to her. It's important, but I can't leave the Citadel. I can't take the time off. Would you take this to her? She lives in Rail Nomads Camp. Her name is Katie. And tell her I'm sorry.
We'll deliver the letter for you.
Thank you. I owe you one. Here.
What's so important about this letter?
Never mind what's so important. It's private. Between me and her. Will you take the letter? Damn, not quite good enough for that.
Bye.
Good luck, bye.
The young sergeant has the build and hearty confidence of a born jock. His neck is bigger around than his head, and his biceps strain the sleeves of his tight t-shirt.
Sheesh, they haven't even assigned you your bunks yet? And already the old man sent you off on a couple of do-or-die missions. Well, that's the way it goes in the Desert Rangers these days, I'm sorry to say. So better get you kitted out ASAP. You ready to equip yourselves, or do you have some questions first?
Old man?
Oops, did I say that out loud? Don't tell Vargas I called him that. He'll hit me with his cane.
What do you mean, do or die?
Well, choosing between Highpool and Accent, it wasn't exactly easy, was it? And following up on those radio signals already killed Ace. Okay, that's cold, I know, but it pissed me off. How did one of our best men die in such a bullshit mission? And now Vargas is sending you to finish the job? Hey, I'm glad you found Ace's murderer, but it's not gonna stop there. He's gonna send you to find the same stupid signal.
You don't think the signal's a threat?
More like a waste of time, if you ask me.
We've got bigger problems right here in our own backyard. Why we gotta go chasing radio ghosts? Did you hear he was killed by a robot?
Yeah, I heard. Some kind of synthetic man. He would have carved up Ace like a piece of meat.
We have a few questions.
Ask away. If you want to know about any type of gear, name it. If you got questions about the Citadel, I can help you out there too.
Citadel? What about it?
Otherwise known as the Ranger Clubhouse. This'll be your home away from home as long as you're a Ranger. And there are worse places to live, believe me. The food's good, the water's clean, you're surrounded by your best pals. A bunch of badass desert Rangers. We've got your back no matter what. Who could ask for better than that? Hoo-ah!
Is there anything we can help you with?
Nah, I'm good. Well, actually, there is one thing now that I think about it. Now that us Rangers are getting active again, we're starting to use a lot more ammo and I'm running low. To make more, I need as much brass, lead, and steel as I can get my hands on. So if you acquire any broken weapon parts, especially the junk that's left over from modding your weapons, bring them back to me and I'll buy them at a premium. I like raw materials, but seeing as how the only metal we get is from our weekly Lev El Oop deliveries. Yeah, see what you did there. Broken down parts of all weapons still work.
Can you show us what's available?
Sure, have a look at what we got and your requisition form's ready. Make sure you choose wisely. Won't last a day out in the waste without proper equipment and water.
Bloody hell. I have got fuck all money. Ooh, radiation suits. I definitely need them. That's the only thing I'll actually buy. Do I have any spare crap? Okay, so I have leather armor for Gar1on. Goat hide armor for Big Bert, and he can give his leather armor to... No, Angela has a lot of health. Who has the least health? To Pills. So, we now have radiation suits. Fantastic. So, presumably that means we can get through the single level radiation stuff we've got scattered around. A stiff, bearded older man wearing a hard-worn Ranger uniform and a battered old cowboy hat, General Vargas walks with a cane, but he's not helpless. Pearl-handled revolver on his hip, and there are a lot of notches on the barrel. So, you saved Ag Center at the expense of Highpool. A tough decision, and I know it must weigh heavily on your minds. No, not really. I'm perfectly okay with it. But a choice had to be made, and once you chose Ag Center, you did all you could to save it and its people. I am particularly pleased that you went out of your way to help Matt Forrestal. He was a great ranger and remains a credit to our organization now he's left. Also, let me personally thank you for finding Ace's killer, whatever it was. I'm sorry your initiation into the Rangers has been a trial by fire, but you've proven yourself tough under pressure, and in my eyes that makes you fit to be a ranger. You have earned the name. Welcome aboard, Rangers. Now, any questions? We found a page from Ace's logbook, sir. Did you? Excellent work. Let me have a look. Not much here, is there? Let me see. Fell in with a snake squeezing cellar. Okay. Getting that feeling of being followed. Damn, tells a sad story, doesn't it? Guess what came out of the dark was that damn killer robot. Well, looks like your best lead is to find the snake squeezing salesman, whoever he is. Mentions Rail Nomad here, so have a look there, if you haven't already. Maybe this fellow knows something more, like what the rest of the logbook is. Thank you for letting us into the Citadel, sir, you absolute twonk who didn't let us get equipment before going into a hostile bloody active zone. It's your home now, recruits. A place to rest and resupply between missions. A place to learn and to share your knowledge with others. But it's more than that. Despite its tarnished history, the Citadel is a force for good. A shining beacon of justice in a dark land. A bulwark against barbarism in the world of lawlessness and brutality. Indeed, it is the furrowed field out of which the seeds of order will grow into a new and better civilization. How prepared was that speech? Forgive me, get carried away sometimes, but I do believe we are making a difference, despite my shortcomings, and our flame must not be allowed to be snuffed out. That's why we need young, motivated recruits like yourselves. Fuck me, this is a lot of talking. Any advice for us, sir, now that we're officially Rangers? You are our next generation recruits, and I want you to make us proud. Remember that every action you take reflects directly upon the Desert Rangers as a whole. We have worked hard to gain the trust of the people of Arizona, and to have them accept our authority. Keep that in mind every time you draw your weapon and make a promise. The lives of other Rangers and the rule of law depend on your wisdom, honor, and forbearance. Shortcomings, sir? Surely not! I've been too cautious, recruits. Since we took this place over 15 years ago, I've focused too much on keeping the peace in areas we know, and not enough on outside threats. I wanted to rebuild, get our numbers up, but all I've really been doing is letting the world pass us by. Well, that's gonna change, and the change starts with you. You are gonna find out where this threat is coming from. Okay, that's about all I can take from you. Make us proud, recruits. Sergeant Wade Woodson, one of the most technically minded members of the Rangers. He's wearing a makeshift pair of glasses and starting to go grey at the temples. He's not wearing glasses, and he's sort of wearing goggles on his head there, but... Welcome, recruits. Nice to make your acquaintance. Good work saving the day and attaching the repeater units at Ag Center. The General and I thank you. Now I'm guessing you're here to learn more about these mysterious broadcasts you've been here helping us with. Tell us more about the broadcasts. We don't know where they're coming from or who's making them. Hell, they could be old pre-war recordings for all we know, but we've been hearing them since the sky started to clear, and they've got a threatening sound to them. So we've been trying to learn more about them, which is what we sent Ace out to do when that robot murdered him. Now you've already attached one of our repeater units to the radio tower at the Ag Center, but because you were unable to do the same at High Pool, we're in a bit of a bind. See, we intended to make a Watt ad hoc antenna array using those two towers, our tower here and the tower Ace died. Linking those four would have allowed us to pinpoint the origin of the signal. Now, however, we're going to have to try and find the radio tower the General already mentioned to you in Demonta. Got all that? Good. What is a Watt ad hoc antenna array? You sure you want to hear this? Most people eyes glaze over when I start getting technical. In that case, fuck no. Good. Name of the thing is bad and mouthful as it is. The explanation? You don't want to know. You've heard of Demonta? I've been hearing the Red Scorpions radio chatter about the place for more than a year now. Their claim is somewhere beyond the eastern radiation clouds. I hope they're right. The radio tower that Gilbert says is rumored to be there could be our only hope of tracking down these mysterious broadcasts. Okay. Oh, that was a lot of talking. Jesus Christ. I didn't realise there was so much bloody talking in this game. It just takes so long to go through it all. So I apologise if this session has been a bit boring. But I don't have time to carry on and do anything else. So I plan on pretty much continuing what I was doing last time. I'll go through these radiation fields if I can, and see if I can get up to Rail Nomad's camp. So, not really a choice, because that's sort of got a couple of quests up there. I do still have to go to High Pool at some point, so that can wait. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry if this session has been a bit on the boring side, what with nothing really happening. It's just been talking, but it's talking that needed to be spoken. My voice aches now. from all of those different bloody voices. Oh god, okay, right. I'm gonna go drink a gallon of water. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you later.